Hey, what's up, World Wide Web? This is your girl SJ Bepsi from Twitter.com, and I wanted to post this Twitterverse Fandom episode number 14. This topic is going to be called Twitterverse because it's going to refer to everything on Twitter in reference to a lot of fandom support and a lot of support from different entertainment industry people. First off of all, in the Twitterverse, as many of you might have known or might have not known, you might remember me, if you really do go back, you might remember me during when A-Marie was doing Touch in 2006. I was part of the A-Marie online webpage, which is now defunct, but I started my fandom there. And I gave a little bit of retirement to myself, in terms of fan support to a lot of artists. I didn't join Twitter till later on. However, that being said, most notoriety that I've gotten has to be with the KC Riders who are under Keisha Shantae's fan base. Without you guys, I wouldn't have been in this position of being a fan and putting these videos out and doing it for the people who feel like reality is not all cracked up to be. And I thank you, because you guys have put me back on the map as a fan person and someone who just was going to give up. I couldn't have done it without you guys. I wouldn't have been able to done it without Keisha Shantae. I wouldn't have been able to do it out without Keisha Shantae's mom. I don't want to mention her name because I'm sure she doesn't want it. But yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do it without you guys. And I have to say, being part of social media is as dangerous and just as controversial stage of being, whether you're part of Twitter or any other social media format. I almost gave up a little bit on my Twitter account, and reasons being is that I felt like I was having no longer of a voice, because fandom has grown to an exponential rate where things are a lot harder than it seems. Fans can be creepy, and I totally understand that like we all need our protection and everything. But then again, we also need an outlet for people who just feel a little bit outcast out there in society, who are believing in supporting entertainers, musicians, TV actors, and people who post. And I feel like we've lost our way a little bit because of like recent reality shows that have painted a lot of us fans into a negative light. I have to thank everybody, like, on my Twitter page. You don't even know how much gratitude I literally have for you guys. I've come a very, very long road, and you don't even know, because I started really, really young, and I almost gave up. But if it weren't for a lot of people supporting me and leaving me a lot of positive messages, I wouldn't have still been in here. I wouldn't still be believing. I wouldn't still be pushing. And without you guys, I don't think it's made possible, to be honest with you. But everybody on Twitter, thank you. This is your open letter. Now, how I'm gonna say this is gonna be very maybe emotional for you and emotional for me a little bit. I have to give, first of all, dear most supporters, and this is going to be tagged to you guys, I have to thank you, Belle Pickering. Now, I know you haven't been, like, you've been overwhelmed with the overwhelming of me shouting you out constantly. You are a very artistic woman, and I appreciate that you put your artistic work in a new light that hasn't been seen around. And I've been a part of a lot of fan bases, and you don't even know how much a fan or a dedicated fan like yourself has put so much effort, and I haven't seen that in a long time. Fan bases come and go, and we all, dissipate back into our reality. I have to thank you because I don't really spend a lot of time on web series. However, with the introduction of the Carmilla series, I haven't gotten so much love. And not to shut down anybody that, on BBC America or the Orphan Black people who are responsible for it. Thank you guys, because I realized that I think I do have a purpose now as a fan. And I don't do this in vain. I don't do this for the money, maybe for the little bit of notoriety. I really super appreciate it. You leave me a message, I will respond when I can, when I'm not working. You guys have been super amazing. To Belle Pickering, to the Carmilla series, to the cast and staff, I cannot believe you're actually watching my videos. I'm so taken back by it. I've never felt like that in a very long time. Since my days on Much On Demand and the fans of Much On Demand who were on the chats always and will always be eternally in my heart. I've come a very long way, and I couldn't have done it without you guys. Like, to be honest, I don't think I'd be making videos if it weren't for shows like you guys and all the fan support. I don't think I would be able to do what I love, and that's no lie. I have to be honest. You guys changed my life a lot more than, I don't know, words can explain kind of thing. To be honest with you, it makes me feel more self-gratifying that I know that I do have an audience out there. To everybody at Orphan Black Clone Club page on Facebook, you guys have been super hospitable to me, and I don't know if I could ever say this, because as a fan and a long dedicated fan, without like a support group, I think I would be just depressed and very unhappy with my life. But you bring a lot of joy, and thank you to Twitter, because I got a lot of love and support, whether I do know you or not personally. But it all started back with the whole BBC America and Orphan Black and the fans for Clone Club. Thank you. I gratitude you. My hat salutes to you. Thank you so much. I've been receiving a lot of tweets, and it is overwhelming. However, that being said, I have to thank, and I know you don't want this, and I sound more repetitive every time I do this, but I have to thank you, Starry Mag, and to the editor and chief responsible for Starry Mag. Thank you so much, because I haven't got so much love and support from another format in terms of support in a magazine or questionnaire period. I think you have to be first in my books, because I haven't got anything like that in a long time. Most of them are celebrities, actors, TV hosts, musicians. But you're the first magazine, and this is no lie, you're the very first magazine that's given me all the love and support, and I throw the support back at you. You know as much as I know that being a fan of the industry or writing for fans and not being paid for it or being paid for it, there's a lot of scrutiny, and I feel like we kind of understand each other, even though I've never met you in person. I give you so much gratitude for responding. It's people like you that should give notice to other big name social media or magazine people to take notice, because you're doing it right. And I'm not going to lie, you are doing it right. And you respond to fans, which I appreciate as a fan person, that you take the time specifically to give lots of love and support from you to your fans and to people who support you. And I give so much love back because I know and I understand that this isn't easy. This is never easy, because there's a lot of scrutiny, a lot of objections, a lot of negativity in terms of having the support that you need, and a lot of confidence that you need to do with what you love to do. And it's never going to be easy. Thank you so much. And a good comic relief in terms of that. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm laughing right now. Yeah, thank you, Christian Brune, for being a sport. And thank you to the other people who have been responding to his commentary recently on my Twitter page. That's funny. That's really funny, Christian Brune. I know you're a comedian. I know you're a great actor. And to Kevin Hatchett for being the brains, aka Orphan Black. I cannot wait to see you in Toronto Comic Con. If it happens, I'll be tweeting. You know where to find me, or I know where to find you. Does that sound creepy? I'm sorry. But yeah, you know where to find me. Just leave me a couple more messages and we'll contact. I'm holding your word, Mr. Ensign Kim from Star Trek Voyager, when you come to Toronto, that I will meet and greet you. Thank you. Thank you so much, because I haven't got a lot of responses from a lot of actors, and I put a lot of tweets out there. But I have to give a real thank you to you, because out of everybody, actor-wise, that I've dealt with, not musician, but actor-wise, I haven't got a lot of love or support. Thank you, Garrett Arway. Thank you. Thank you so much. And words cannot appreciate it, honestly. Thank you. Thank you to Kevin Hatcher, who plays Art on Orphan Black. Thank you to Christian Brune, who plays Donnie on Orphan Black. Thank you for writing back. I love you guys. I love you even more because you responded. That takes dedication and feel like you're not being creeped out. Thank you so much. I know you're watching. I hope you're watching this too. Yes, I have to give a brand new shout out to the X Company, and the show is going to debut in February. If you haven't seen the trailer, it isn't coming out yet. I exclusively got to see it after seeing the Carmilla cast Q&A and fan autographs. And I have to thank you guys, because you guys took me off guard, on all honesty, that I would get a response from you. And it took me back, because I feel like as a long dedicated fan, Twitter messages seem so in vain with a lot of people now, but it isn't. But thank you. And I'll be watching the show. Now, I have to say, based on whether fictional or reality, the X Company is about a World War II drama. Hopefully I'm not giving it too much away. I didn't know, and this was actually in my own backyard, I didn't know that in the Durham region, we apparently had a World War II camp, and I had no idea. So to everybody that was part of that in Whitby, my hats in gratitude and everything to you, because that's something that we don't know. And I guess this show will bring some kind of reality, half-truths to it in terms of World War II. And there's not a lot of good World War II dramas out there. There are only a few. And I feel like this one is one of those few that is going to be super amazing. And I'm not going to just tune in because Evelyn Bouchou, aka Delphine, is going to be in it, but a lot of love and support from the cast and the cast there, to Dan Fricker and to Connor Price. Thank you. gratitude cannot be spoken. Gratitude cannot be given, but is earned. And I have to thank you guys because I don't get a lot of Twitter messages, like I said, from like actors and stuff like that. So to see you guys being very noticeable of me, I love that because it shows me that you give a lot of appreciation to fans, and we don't get that a lot very often these days. Whether you're famous or not doesn't matter. I feel like Twitter has now gravitated a lot of careers, and I have to thank that. So thank you to everybody on Twitterverse. I appreciate everything. To Starry Mag, to Belle Pickering, to Jolie LBT, to Elise Bauman, who I somehow even super appreciate you more because you watch my videos. And that, with that commentary and you saying that hopefully there's more fan events and everybody tagging me and Annabelle Pickering together, thank you guys, because it shows that whether you're artistically in the drawing or you're artistically in the videographing of things, it shows how much attention that you can get. Thank you to the Carmilla series. Thank you to Annie M. Briggs. Thank you to Sharon Grubel. And thank you for taking that stuff down. Thank you. But yeah, you'll be getting a real open letter from me. Hopefully you'll see it. But thank you so, so very much. Thank you to everybody who re-put me on the map. And has left me a couple Twitter messages or favoriting messages. Thank you so much. I don't think as a fan and without Twitter I would be so in advance. And if you do want to stop me anytime, do so. Just do the head nod. Then I know you acknowledge me and I know that you know me. Thank you guys. I thank everybody that's part of Fandom. I thank everybody that's part of the Twitterverse. And I have to give a quick shout out to the Facebook people because they also elevated me as well, but not as much as Twitter. Thank you for favoriting all my tweets. Thank you for retweeting my tweets. Thank you for tagging a lot of us fans out there, especially me and Belle Pickering. Who knew? Who knew Belle Pickering? And who knew Carl Oswin? You know who you are, Tatiana. I'm going to shout you out. But thank you. Much is appreciated. You know, I thank everybody on Twitterverse because you make fans super extraordinary and super appreciative. Thank you to everybody that has been watching my videos on my YouTube page, that is connected to my Twitter page, because I know what I'm doing is not in vain, no matter whether you understand it or not. I don't give two shits. I don't care if you do understand it. I don't care if you don't understand it. But I do really appreciate that you do care, because then I know I have viewers that do care of what I'm doing to shout out different entertainers. And I don't psychologically care if you don't care, because I don't give two shits if you don't understand. That's your problem, not mine. But I thank you for everybody that has favorited my tweets, that has watched my videos on my YouTube page, that are linked to my Twitter page. You guys have been super amazing. Keep it going. Keeping all the love and support. Thank you, Twitterverse. Thank you for all the crazy fandom. Thank you for the morning laughters. Thank you for all the emotional craziness that I've been seeing on my Twitter account. I couldn't have done it without you, and you know we couldn't have done it without each other. But I've joined Tumblr, so hopefully I will post that description down there. Oh, one more shout out. Oh, I cannot forget these two people, because they have been there since the beginning. To Doom Crow, thank you so very much. Thank you. To A. Marie, thank you so much for the responses. Thank you for the continued love and support, and I'll continue supporting you. And one more person that I totally forget, but I don't get to see you very often, is Steven Redhead at Redhead PG. I'm sorry, I haven't had a chance. As you know, I've been part of craziness. So, thank you guys on the Twitterverse. Thank you so very, very much. I appreciate all your love and support. And we will see you more on Twitter.com. Peace and one love.